Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's just me. I hope you're doing good. If you don't know who I am, I'm TinieTashaa, or you can just call me Tasha like everyone else does. Today I'm here to just have a bit of a chat really, because I've had quite a few different people ask me about how I've gradually grown out a buzz cut. It is something that everyone must do at least once in their life. It is honestly the best experience I have ever had, and I don't regret any of my buzz cut haircuts ever. It was such an amazing experience, and it's definitely made me feel more comfortable with who I am and my personality. It just makes you realise how irrelevant hair is and how overrated hair is, and that you don't need it to be beautiful and to feel good. So I buzzed my hair off on the 19th of April last year, so we're talking just over a year ago. It was freaking amazing. I went to the barbers, I literally just got a shaver put onto my head and it just all came off. And then that same day I got it bleached. I think I got a number 6 or 8 on the top, and I got a skin fade down the sides, and I just absolutely loved it. I walked out of that salon feeling like a completely different person. Throughout this video, I'm going to put pictures up in this section here, just from my Instagram. So most of the people who subscribe to me on YouTube are probably my followers on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. But also, the pictures that I will be putting on this video are from my Instagram from last year. So I'm going to gradually show you the stages of my buzz cut and how I grew it out and how I got to this today. So it should be really interesting. If there's anyone that does have a buzz cut right now and is worried about growing it out but wants to grow it out and doesn't want to look an idiot or not sure what to do, my Instagram is probably the place to go, because I've got all the pictures of me slowly but surely growing out my buzz, and you can just take it to your barber or to your salon and ask them to do a version of for you. So I feel like this will be really helpful to all of my short head sisters out there that are just getting to the stage where they don't know what to do. So let's get started. So when I walked out that salon and I had this beautiful blonde long buzz, it was the best feeling in the world. And I remember that night I went on my first night out with like one of my best friends, and I had so many compliments on my hair, but I was also so self-conscious about it, because when you've all of a sudden got no hair, you've got nothing to hide behind. You can't go around, and if you don't want to be in a situation or you're a bit nervous, like just sort of shy away, you can't. Your face is on show 24/7. You have to just be who you are and hope for the best, and it was a great experience. So then, literally like 3 weeks later, I decided to get a bit more confident. I think this was probably a 4 or a 6 on the top, and then I got it shaved down on the sides. And this is my natural hair colour as well, so I was brown, and I absolutely loved my hair this short. Literally got out of the shower and just rubbed my hand over my head and it was dry. It was such a dream. So then later on, I then started to bleach my hair and go crazy colours, which if anyone has got a buzz cut and has just got it their normal colour, you are doing it wrong. You need to bleach it and you need to do some fun colours while you can. It grows out in like 3 weeks anyway, so if you don't like it, just grow it out and buzz it back off again. It was so easy. This was a tangerine peachy colour that I went. This is still probably one of my favourite colours. I absolutely love this colour. This was fun. This was a fun look, and I wasn't holding back at all. I could just do what I wanted and be who I wanted, and if one day I wanted blue hair, I could just have blue hair, like it's not a problem. This I definitely think was a 4 on the top, and then graduated to a 0 on the sides. And this sort of became for a while the buzz length that I had, and that was my favourite length. So I'm already starting to get a bit daring. Okay, and then this picture is probably my all-time favourite picture of my buzz cut. Bleach blonde buzz was the way forward for me. Like, that photo was my summer in a picture. I loved it blonde, and I just think that length as well looked so great. It was so much fun. I don't regret it at all. I kind of miss it. Okay, so this is September, so I shaved my head in April. This is 5 months later and the buzz is still going strong. Like, I don't think I've ever stuck to a hairstyle this long in my life, like ever. So the buzz was a massive part of my 2019. I think this was I'm not sure what that length is. That was a fresh cut though, like I just got that cut done. I went higher on the sides as well, and this is just before I re-bleached my hair, so you can see my roots proper coming through. But I just think it's so cool, and it's just so edgy, and it looks so much fun. And if you have a buzz cut and you are not wearing hoops, who are you? The hoop and buzz combination, you cannot go wrong with that. Like, oh, such a look, such a powerful look. Okay. This was probably the shortest I went. I think this might have been a 3 or like a 2 on top. Like I went short at one point. Probably in my opinion, slightly too short. I got a bit carried away, but you're never gonna know unless you try it. If I just go to a 2, if I don't like it, it will grow out in a week. Like it's really not a big deal, and it wasn't. And I do love this picture, and I think it looks really nice, and the bleach just makes it look better. Like regardless of how short it is, if it's bleached, it just looks sick. And once again, hoops, I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong. Hoops cannot go wrong. Okay, so from this point, where are we? So from November, I started to grow out my buzz because it was getting colder. I remember standing at the station waiting for my train, and it was windy, and like I could feel all the wind like on the back of my head, and like it was horrible. So I was like, you know what? I've had fun. Buzz, you've been fun, but you're gonna have to go. Like I need some hair. I'm getting chilly. So I started to grow it out. I waited until it grew out, and then I left the top, then got the sides shaved. So if anyone who has a buzz and wants to grow it out, this is probably the best route to go. Yes, it takes a while to get good length. Yes, it's not going to be easy, and you might have a haircut you don't like, but I don't think that I had a haircut I didn't like when growing it out. And this one, I love this cut. I grew it out on the top. That's probably about an 8 on the top there, probably even longer, and I kept having a 0 at the bottom and had it graduated out, and I loved it. Like it was so easy still. I had a little bit to play with at the front, like I put a little bit of wax in it, you know, cheeky little bit of wax. That was the initial start of me growing it out. Bye Buzz, it was fun. Oh my god. This picture gives me so much fucking life. Oh my god. This haircut was so fucking badass. I can't even. I did that bleach myself, may I just say. I did this by myself. Like, I went to the hairdressers, and I remember getting my hair cut again, so having it short on the sides, graduated out, the same as always, longer on the top, and by this point it had grown out quite a lot on the top. And I remember I needed to do my roots, and when I came out of that barber's, this pretty much is what my hair looked like. It wasn't as harsh, it was quite faint because the fade in my hair was so nice, and I loved having like the graduated colour coming up to my head. And it got to a point where I so badly needed to do my roots, I was just like, I'm gonna do the bleach myself, and I did, and I followed the line and I created this. I mean, for this image, it's amazing. For everyday life, I did find it a bit unnatural and a bit harsh. It looked amazing though, and all the pictures of this haircut do look really cool. Yeah, so then this is February this year. This is like nearly pre-coronavirus. Damn. Look how much my hair has grown. Oh my god, since February. It's April. No, it's not April. Oh, it's May. You probably recognise this picture. This is my banner on my YouTube account. I love this picture. So you can just see there my roots growing out, but how much longer my hair is there from the buzz cut. It just looks so pretty. You can tell now I hadn't touched the top of that hair since my buzz in September or August or whenever my last buzz cut was. And that's how much it's grown out. That's February, and that is obviously with the ends chopped off and like styling it and stuff. So if you were to completely leave the top, it probably would be longer by this point, but I didn't want to do that because I still wanted to have some form of a style that I could play with and that would look nice. And I remember I had it shorter on the front and then longer at the back, so I had some texture to play with, and that was really fun because I could start to now bring in waxes and gels and stuff like that and actually play around with my hair again, which was really nice. Yeah, so this is now, we're into quarantine. This was the beginning of quarantine when I took this picture. I'd actually just bleached my hair myself in this picture, but that is without a haircut. in about 2-3 weeks. So yeah, we're starting to really grow it out now. Oh yeah, and here we are, beginning of April. So look how quickly my hair has grown in quarantine. Like, I'm actually shook. Like, I know my hair grows fast, but this is insane. So I had no hair in October last year, and now I have all this hair. What the hell? I'm really glad I sat down and did this, because it makes you realise if you look after your hair and you get it cut regularly, it grows so fast. Like, you can't complain that you don't want to buzz your hair because you don't want to have to grow it out. I'm sorry, there are so many different short haircuts at every stage of growing a buzz cut out, and I hope this video proves that to you, that you can still look nice. That is not a good enough excuse for me. You need to do it. And yeah, this is the picture I actually took this week. So look how much hair I have. Like, I'm so fluffy in this picture. So let's actually have a look at this picture versus the first buzz picture. Look at that difference. That is a year apart, literally a year apart. That is mental. So it's taken me a year, essentially, to grow out a buzz cut. That's really not that long when you think about the grand scheme of things. And constantly getting it cut, changing the colour is also a way to make the time pass quicker, I've definitely found. Wow. You know what, I'm so glad I did this. It's not a very long video, but I feel like I needed to do a little chatty video about my hair, because it's been such an important part of my life and such an important part of my personality. If you do know me, you know that my hair is a massive part of me and always has been from the moment I cut it off when I was 13. So seeing that buzz cut transformation to how I am now is amazing. If you're thinking about having a buzz, you should do it. Like, there's no reason to not do it. I'm hoping that this video has shown you that you can grow out a buzz so easily, have so much fun along the way with it, and find a part of yourself you never knew you had. And I definitely think that's what happened with me. My buzz definitely changed something inside me to this point where I'm still very self-conscious, and I still, you know, I'm not happy with myself, and there's things that I don't like, and it's the same with everyone. There's a part of me now that more so when I'm in public and when I'm out in person, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't think that form of confidence comes without having experience having no hair, because so many people, whether they realise it or not, hide behind their hair. And when you have a buzz, you just can't. So it forces you to appreciate yourself. It forces you to love who you are. And so many people will compliment you for it, because that part of your personality shines out. And it is definitely an experience that you can't describe unless you've been through it. I'm trying so hard to describe it and I just can't. It's just so liberating and life-changing, and I don't regret it at all. And I think I'll look back at this when I'm like 50 and I'll probably be like, oh, could really do with that buzz cut. I might bring that back. I can imagine I'll be like an old woman with grandkids at 80 and I'll have a buzz cut, because that would just be so cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about me, and hopefully this has helped you with your buzz cut story. If you have any questions or you want to know a little bit more about why and stuff like that, anything at all, drop me a message and I'll quite happily chat to you about it. If you enjoyed this video, and if you do want to see me do more chatty videos, because I could literally talk for England, so give it a big old thumbs up and give it a like. And if you are still not subscribed to me, what are you doing? Subscribe now, and I'll see you soon.